Good morning students, it's me Sudarshan sir. Today we are going to deal with computer science. Today we are going to see chapter 4, Photoshop. Okay, introduction to Photoshop. Okay, see, I hope many students know Photoshop, right? Okay, you guys know what is Photoshop, right? Okay, that's enough. Now we'll go and see what is Photoshop. We'll see theory as well as practical. First theory part we'll see here. Okay. Image manipulation. Photoshop. Introduction Photoshop. Image manipulation. Images convey information to brain much faster than textual data. That we know very well. See, if we write and learn, no, we won't learn much. But if we see a movie, no, all the story will be inside our mind. So that is the difference. Image conveys information to the brain much faster than text. Okay. Working with image is fun. Yeah, we know very well. Working with image is very fun. Using Photoshop, we can edit or alter images according to our requirement. Using the Photoshop, you can edit an image or alter an image according to our requirement. This process of altering or editing image is known as image manipulation. You are manipulating the image, you are altering the image, or you are editing the image. So it is known as what? Manipulation, image manipulation. Okay. Image manipulation broadly fall under these categories. Okay. It falls under these three categories. What are those? Simple modifications for enhancement of image. Doing simple modification for what? For showing the image very good, for showing the image neatly or attractively. Next, combining images and creating a different sense. Combining both images, combining two images or three images and showing in a different point of view. Okay, that is second. Restoration of old image. Old image will be not so attractive, so to restore it and make it as a very attractive image. That's it. So manipulation comes under these three processes. Only means in the sense if we edit an image, we will do these three things only. Either we will make a simple image, we will make a simple modification and they'll show it as a neat one. Else we'll combine two images and create a different point of view. Else we'll restore the old image and show it as a good new image. That's all. Good attractive image. That's all. If we use Photoshop or if we use any photo editor applications, we will do these things only. That is what they have shown. So manipulation falls under three categories. These are the three categories. Okay. Simple modification. We can take any digital image from a camera. You can take any picture from a camera or a phone or a scanner. Take a picture and save it in your computer. That is what told in the first point. Next, you can open it in any image manipulation software. After taking and keeping it, you can open it in any image software. In this chapter, we will work with Adobe Photoshop. But this chapter deals with what? Photoshop software. So we will deal with Photoshop itself. There are three versions of Photoshop. How many versions? Photoshop. Photoshop is the main thing of all the image applications. Okay. Manipulation software applications. Main application of all of them. Okay. There are three different versions of Photoshop. And the version you may be using may be different from one shown here. If you have Photoshop and if you are working there, that Photoshop may be same or may be different, because there are three different Photoshops. However, the basic functions remains the same. Even the Photoshop version may be different, but the functions mostly it is same. Given below is the screen when you open an image in a Photoshop. If you open an image in the Photoshop, this is an image they have opened in a Photoshop. If you open an image in the Photoshop, it will be like this only. A box will appear, all options will be there as it is, and the image will be in the center. What are the options are there in a Photoshop? Menu bar. This top one, menu bar, that file, edit image, all those things are there. No, next, option bar. Options related to this Photoshop application will be in the option bar. Toolbar. Tools to draw or edit or paint or write, all those tools will be in this toolbar. Okay, like this only, your screen will be there if you open Photoshop. Okay. A menu bar appears at the top of the window. Toolbar on the left side of the window. Menu bar top, toolbar left. And the current image opens as the tab below the menu bar. Current image opens as a tab below the menu bar. You are now ready to work on a given image. Now you are ready to work on the given image. The image which you chosen also. Okay. You can open multiple image at one time. You can open 2 or 3 images also at the same time. Each image will have its own tab. Each image will have its own tab. Okay. Okay. Own tab in the sense here. This image has one tab. This is a tab. A small thing. This is a tab. If you open another image, it will open in another tab. If you open another image, it will open in another tab. So different tabs. Okay. Okay. You can now work on individual image without causing any damage to others. Since many images can be opened in many tabs, so one image will not disturb with others. Image, it is not necessary to keep the image in the same tab. If it is in the same tab, 10 images if they are in the same tab, you will confuse. If you open now one more tab and if you keep one more image, it will be next screen only now, next tab only now. So it won't be a disturbance. When you make changes in the image, the tab shows a star to its name. If you make change, the tab will show one star to its name. This indicates that changes you have made in the particular image have not been saved. This says that whatever the changes you made in this image is not saved. Here a star will appear in this tab and it will say that message. If the star is there, we have to understand that. Then we should save it. Once you save the image, the star will disappear. Control plus S if you save the image, giving Control plus S if you save the image, or if you go to file and say click save option, that star will be automatically removed. That's it. Okay, this is what the concept of Photoshop. Okay. See, till now what I have explained is only theory part. Only I have explained a few basic theory part. Beyond this magnifying tool, color tool, reducing the size of the image, brightness and contrast, all these are practical. Okay, practical I will, as of the other class, I will send you the video, YouTube video I will send. If you have Photoshop, you work. If you don't have Photoshop, kindly follow the video alone. Don't try to download from internet, or don't disturb your parents to buy it. Okay, so if you have Photoshop, you practice. If you don't have Photoshop, leave it. Okay. If you don't have Photoshop, follow the YouTube video which I will send. I will send two links. One is this video. This video will be the first link. In the next link, you will have that Photoshop video. Okay. See these 2 videos alone. That's all, your work is over. If you don't have Photoshop, you work in that. If you don't have Photoshop, leave. Okay. Okay. That's all, students. So first see this video. After this video gets over, so don't stop. Go to the next video and see the YouTube video. Only then you will understand the class. Else it is waste of time. Okay. So do that good thing. Okay. First see this video. Then down YouTube link will be there. Go to that YouTube link and see the practical video. If you have, you work in your Photoshop. If you don't have, just leave and just work in that. If the school reopens, we'll see it practically. That's all. Okay, students. And homework is see the video, see this video and see that video, and find if you think these points are necessary, you mark that point. Okay, if you feel few points are necessary, you mark that point and send it as a photocopy to me, photocopy in the group. Okay, that's all. That is your homework, students. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye.